And God was making Adam, putting the mud and the clay, breathing into him and setting him in the garden and deciding all these beautiful things he wanted to do. And he knew that there's tendency that these bastard serpents may come to trick these guys. And God factored it in, because God cannot be caught by surprise. And in case these guys take the bait and they mess up, this sin is going to be so costly. It will be the most costly thing in the world. According to my design, nothing is more arrogant than declaring independence against me, the Lord. And if this thing happens, nothing else will be able to satisfy my anger, the kind of anger I would have, except something that is most precious to me. And the moment he said that, Jesus knew, Chai, this implicates me. And God says, in fact, Jesus, my guess is as good as yours, or your guess is as good as mine. So accept now to die. Before man even sinned, do you understand what I'm saying? Before man even sinned, before sin entered, Jesus accepted. He accepted to, I will plead guilty for all of their sins, should they sin. And God said, it is done. Yeah. So the moment Adam sinned, Jesus already knew that, well, I'm the scapegoat. I'm the one that will have to take this. This is how committed God is to you. Am I making sense to you this morning? Go into your day with this boldness and let this level of sacrifice compel, since he, meaning God, since he did not spare even his only son. This is how much God is committed to you. You know, I said I came to encourage you. This is how committed God is to you. The next time the devil wants to whisper into your ears, can you not see? Maybe God is not even hearing your prayers. You know, maybe all of these things will not even happen. Maybe all these prayers, maybe nothing is gonna happen. Can you not see nobody likes you? This is the kind of scripture that this is how you can respond. It is with scriptures like this that you respond to say, devil, you are mad, you are crazy, you don't even know, you're so childish. Grow up, man. Grow up. Go to those guys over there, not me. I know too much now. Look, it says, since he, God, verse number 32, he says God did not spare even his own son, but gave him up for us. Won't he along, oh my God, would he also give us everything else? Give us something else? A few things? Once in a while, just, one or two things? No, he will give us everything else. Why? He has already given his best. Once somebody has given his best, not everything else is second, third, fourth to the best, isn't it? If I give my best to someone, what more wouldn't I give? What more? What else is big? There is nothing better than the best. The best of what God has is his son. Do you understand this? If you told God, go into your treasury and bring out your best, show us your best, do your best. If you challenge God and you say, do your best, what God does is he brings out Jesus. That is his best. Jesus is his best. Do you understand this? And if God did not spare Jesus, meaning in the process of trying to prove his love to you, he didn't bring out inferior things that don't really mean much, like in case if you mess up and he doesn't get that thing back, he can get rid of it. No, he didn't bring inferior things out. He reached into his treasury, he reached into his heart, he reached into everything he has, everything that is valuable to him, and he brought out the best. He brought out his son and says, there you go. This is the proof that I love you. This is what I am willing to put at risk. Do you understand that God put Jesus' life at risk by sending him to come die for you? Imagine Jesus just sinned one sin. Imagine he messed up once. Jesus would have been lost forever. The Godhead would have been imbalanced forever. God will have lost a God. He put a God to death. Do you understand this? Counting on his purity, but because he was without sin, he was able to be raised from the dead. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And so Jesus too had to take all the pain that was possible and endure all the pain so that he can become the perfect high priest to rescue you from all your weaknesses. Jesus took a big risk, but God even took a bigger risk. This is the kind of love that your lover has towards you, God.